Okay, we're ready. Here we go. You guys ready?
You bet.
Good. Happy birthday, Sue.
Where's the birthday girl?
I don't know. She's hiding. Maybe she's tired. There she is.
There she is. Happy birthday.
Okay, she's on mute. Let's go. So all the way to the back of the mat, feet hip width apart. Let's just take a nice big reach up with the arms. And then as you exhale, let them just come back to your side. Again, big deep breath. And relax. And one more. Now let's take it all the way down. Relax your head, totally unweight the upper body here. Just sort of hang out. Nice big deep breaths. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend the spine. And then come all the way back up again and reach for the ceiling. Now you're going to bring your elbows all the way back, proud out the chest, fold halfway down. Keep your elbows nice and high so you feel your upper back working. Just go up and down, maybe 3 or 4 more times. And if you can add range of motion and keep the spine long, do it. Great for the back of the upper legs, your hammies. Get a nice stretch. Important to try to keep those legs nice and straight as you do this. Yeah, let's do one more. And now release it all the way down, let your head go. You're going to take baby steps with your hands all the way forward. We're going to meet in a high plank. And let's step our feet into bear. Hold on this spot just for a couple of breaths. And now put the knees down. Let's do some nice cat-cows. Nice and slow, pair it with your breath. Really try to tuck that pelvis under when you're arching the back. And then we want to try to create as much space between the shoulder blades as possible. Okay, you're back to a neutral spine. We're going to send the hips back over the heels. Walk your hands to the front corners of the mat, chest towards the floor. Take some deep breaths. And come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. You're in a small downward dog, pushing those heels towards the floor. If you can step your feet a little further back and still get the heels down, time to explore. And now we're going to walk our feet forward to the hands. Inhale and extend the spine. Walk your fingers a little more forward and send those hips a little further back. Take some nice deep breaths. And then exhale all the way down again, hands to the floor, step back to plank. And from here, meet me in your downward facing dog. Try your best to get the heels pushing towards the floor. And now let's float it back to plank. Let's step our knees into bear. Let's put the knees down on the floor. You're going to come down onto your forearms. And now step your left leg all the way back so it's nice and long and you're on the tippy toes of that left foot. Pushing the heel backwards to the back of the room. It's a great way to stretch out that calf muscle. Now bring that knee back in, send the other leg back there. Push your heel backwards. Bring that knee back in, come up onto your palms. So you're in your quadruped position with your knees hip width apart. We're gonna lower the chest through the arms without bending the arms. And then push away. And just slowly take it down and slowly push it back up. Now find yourself in a neutral spot. Take your feet out to the side and you're gonna sit back. You're gonna bring the legs forward. We're gonna take the bottoms of the feet and connect them. Hold on to the undersides of the feet and see if you can bring them in a little closer as you try to open up the knees towards the floor. You're sitting nice and tall with a long spine. Let's take a few more nice, big, deep breaths. Okay, bring the knees together. Send the legs all the way out in front. We're gonna seesaw. So you're still sitting with a long spine. Bring it forward. Bring your whole torso and fingertips reaching forward. Push the back of the knees into the floor and engage the belly. And now lower the hands to the bottoms of your feet and pull your feet towards you. Pull the toes towards you. So again, you're getting a nice stretch through the calf muscles. Okay, let's take the heels to the corners of the mat and let's walk our hands forward between the legs. Keep your spine long to start. Go as far as you can. Still pushing the back of the knees into the floor. When there's nowhere else to go with the fingertips, flex your spine, relax the head. Maybe you're on your elbows, forearms are down. You're just breathing. Okay, let's walk it back up. We're gonna take the right foot and step it inside the left leg. Sit up tall. Take your right hand to the outside of the leg or the foot. So you've got a nice little stretch going on that right shoulder blade. Twist your torso a little bit to the left. Just hold. If you feel a good stretch, hang on there and breathe. I've posted my left hand down on the floor just for extra support as I try to rotate the torso left. And let's do the same on the opposite side. So we're going to tuck the left foot inside the right leg. Keep the right foot flexed. Grab onto the outside of the shin or the foot. Place the right hand down on the floor. And just enjoy this stretch on this side. Okay, let's bring it back. We're gonna send both heels to the corners of the mat, arms out in front. You're gonna C-curve the spine. Roll down slowly, tucking in the belly. Take as much time as you can to get the upper back down on the floor, and then send the arms all the way back behind you. pointing your toes. Nice big reach of the body in opposite directions. Now let's take the arms and make field goal posts. Back of the hands are down. You're nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Now we're gonna step our feet in, so you got big bends in the legs. Bring those feet pretty close to your butt, and then you're gonna rock your pelvis. Tilt it up and tilt it down. 3 counts in each direction, so it's nice and slow. Keep your belly active, so you're constantly engaging those muscles and drawing them down. Okay, neutral spine. Slide your hands along the floor, keeping the arms down. And see if you can connect your finger, middle finger, thumb, whatever you can connect back there. Keeping the forearms down, slowly slide them along the floor back and then bring them where you started. So your elbows are now at the height of the shoulders. Lift the back of the hands off the floor. Slowly move them forward. And then send them back again. And let's just do that 3 or 4 more times. Nice. Now bring the arms by your side. They're down on the floor, just relaxing. Cross your right knee over the left. Send that left foot down. So now you don't have a very big bend in the legs. Let your knees go towards the right, not all the way. You're just twisting to get a nice stretch over that left hip. Send the arm up and straight backwards, reaching it as much as you can. So the left chest is pointing up to the ceiling. Now take that arm, change up the angle. Use your right leg to work that left knee a little closer to the floor. Nice big deep breaths. Bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. Now you're going to keep that right knee crossed over the left, so don't change your legs, but bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug, holding on either to the shins or to the outsides of your feet. And just enjoy this stretch now over that right side. Now you're going to lift those feet up a little higher, changing up the angle here a bit. And then release the feet back to the floor, uncross the legs. Left knee crosses over right this time. Send the legs down so you don't have much of a bend. And then let the knees go towards the left side of the room. Keep your right chest pointing up to the ceiling, send the arm back. You just kind of have to explore these positions to find where you get the most out of the stretch. So I'm just giving you guidelines, but you change up angles, do whatever you need to feel good. This is a nice stretchy bendy class in honor of Sue's birthday. So I hope you're all enjoying it. Change up the angle of the arm again. And now bring the arm in, bring the knees back up, and let's find them really close to the chest. holding onto the shins or the outsides of the feet. Now lift those feet up a little bit higher. You're still trying to hug those knees in nice and close. And now release the feet back down to the floor, uncross the legs. But let's walk the feet really close to the butt. Keep your weight in the heels. Tilt the pelvis up. Relax the arms. Do you feel your lower back skin on the floor? And now press up through your heels so you get a nice stretch through the upper back as you raise the hips up into a bridge. And then slowly lower down. And let's do that again. Tilt the pelvis up, push through the heels, hips come up. Lower them back down. Nice. Now, in this position, just let your knees fall to the right. Let them go wherever they want. And then pick them back up and go left. So you're rolling over the glute muscle. A nice little massage. Couple more, and then we're going to meet in a happy baby stretch. Really try to focus on your breathing when we're holding a stretch. So take as many nice big deep breaths as you can while you're in happy baby, holding on to the outsides of the feet, heels point up towards the ceiling, knees down towards the floor. Okay, send the legs straight up to the ceiling and then let gravity open them up nice and wide. Bring them back together. Just do that a couple more times. See if you gain any range of motion. Close them, and one last time, open them. And now bring your knees into the chest. You're going to keep your hands on your knees and make really big circles. Slowly. Change your direction. Okay, let's put those feet on the floor. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch followed by pigeon. So this is just a good place to start to try to open up these hips a little bit. So take your right foot over the left thigh, flex it. Now push that right knee forward and then bring it in nice and close. And just sort of oscillate between forward and back. Now let's hold it forward. Pick your left foot up off the floor and bring that left knee in close to you. You can use your hands to help you get a little more range. Try to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Now circle the ankle of the left foot while you're holding this stretch. Go the opposite way. And both feet back down on the floor. Take your left foot, cross it over the right thigh. Start to move that knee forward as far as it can go. And back. Okay, holding that knee as far forward as you can get it, lift the right foot off the floor. Try to hold on to the hamstring or your shin. Try to bring that right knee in a little closer. Okay, both feet back down on the floor. We're gonna rock and roll up to a seated position. Come all the way up and meet me in a high plank position. Once you're in your high plank, we're gonna do pigeon with that right foot coming up behind the left hand. Slowly lowering the hips down to the floor. Come onto your forearms. So we like to kind of do this in stages. So hang out here for a bit. Try to work your left hip flexor towards the floor. So if you're sitting on that right glute, I want you to come off of it. Now, if you can, or you feel ready, extend the arms out, extend them fully forward, put your forehead down. Then back up onto the forearms. Put your hands down, we're gonna meet back in a high plank. And this time, send the left foot towards the right hand. Come on down, however you get there. Then if you can, extend all the way out. Just breathe. And back up on the forearms. Come back up. You're gonna send the right leg forward. And now we're gonna open both legs nice and wide and sit up nice and tall. Let's flex our feet. Keep your lower back growing so that spine is long. As you keep that walking forward a little bit. Let's try to keep our feet flexed. And as you continue to take nice deep breaths, walk your hands out a little further each time. And when there's no place else to go, forearms down, flex the spine, drop the head. Okay, come on back up. We're gonna do a 90-90 stretch on the right side of the mat. So the right leg is forward. You got 90 in both legs. Post that right hand right there. Take the left hand, put it behind you also. Now we're gonna lift the left knee up to be flat on that left foot. And then lower it down slowly. And do it again, lift it. And lower it, and just, kind of enjoy the journey here. Hold it longer if you feel the need to. Just a couple more. Okay, so now take both hands out in front of the right shin and start walking forward. Just the fingertips on the floor. Keep your spine long so you're reaching. And then slowly walk it back. And now bring your hands to heart, fold over that leg. And come back up slowly. And let's just repeat this maybe 3 or 4 more times, nice and slow. One more. Just hold the bottom of a couple of breaths. And then come back up. Let's bring the left leg forward. We're going to scoot over to the left side of the mat. Get 90 in that left leg and right leg. Post both hands behind your hips and slowly lift the right knee up. Try to get flat on that right foot and then slowly lower it down. The slower you go, the better. Work the full range of motion on each of these repetitions. Once you're flat on the foot, you're still trying to work the knee further back. Okay, let's get that knee back to the floor. Fingertips out in front of the left leg. Start your walking of the fingertips. Baby steps all the way forward. Till there's no place to go, and then walk it back slowly. Now bring your hands to heart, do it again, fold over the leg. And come back up. Pair this with your breath. On this last one, hold it down for a little bit before you come up. And slowly come back up. Send the right leg out in front. Heels to the corners of the front of the mat. Arms out in front, reaching to the front of the room. We're going to lift them up a little bit so they're higher than parallel to the floor. I want you to C-curve the spine. Tuck under and slowly roll back. As soon as you feel that upper back hit the floor, roll it back up. And now dive between the legs. Nice little stretch here. Take some big deep breaths. Okay, sit yourself up, bend your left leg, bend the right leg, so your feet are flat on the floor. You've got your hands over your knees. Crowd out the chest, lean back, draw the belly in. So this should feel like you got a big activation through the belly area. Now lift the left arm up and the right. Lift them a little higher. Lean back a touch more. Try to find a little bit of a challenging spot and then keep pressing the belly down as you breathe. You can send the arms all the way up to the ceiling, why wouldn't you? And now come back with your hands over the knees. You're going to press your chest, push it forward. So your spine is nice and long now. And now start to move it back. Keep it long. Now we take the heels off the floor. Now we take the hands off the knees. Keep drawing the belly down. See if you can move the arms straight up to the ceiling. Straighten the right leg, straighten the left. Oh my goodness, she's crazy. Lower those heels just above the floor with your legs nice and long and your belly in. You're here for 3 seconds. Now spread the legs, dive between them. Nice little break for that low back. Okay, keeping the spine in flexion, you're going to just roll yourself all the way back down slowly. Send the arms back. Now clasp your fingers together behind you and slowly move the arms forward. As far forward as they can go and then send them back. Keep the arms long. Okay, let's take the arms to the floor. Step your feet in, close to your butt. Rock your pelvis slowly, tilting it up and then forward. Okay, hold that lower back down on the floor. So you've got your pelvis tilted up. You're gonna pick your knees, your feet up and give me a 90-degree angle in the leg at the knee. Low back is still pressing down and the belly. Now, keep the left leg exactly where it is. So you should feel somewhat challenged in your core area, right? Your 6-pack muscle, because you're working to keep the lower back down. So the left leg is going to stay where it is. So ankles and knee at the same height. And you're just going to send the right ankle above the floor. So you're going to extend that leg out completely just above the floor. And then bring it back in. Bring both knees into the chest for a little break. Maybe it's a little circle or a gentle sway. Now let's come back, 90 degrees at the knee. Feet at the height of the knees. Lower back pressing down. Belly pressing down. Send the left leg out. And bring it back in, take a little break again. And right back at it. 90 degrees in the leg. Feet stay flexed. Back pushes down. Send the right leg out. Bring both in, nice little reprieve. Back to your starting point. Left leg goes out. And bring them in. Make a nice circle to massage the lower back. Both knees together this time. Go the opposite direction. Okay, both legs up to the ceiling. Arms on the floor, nice and relaxed. Slowly lower your right leg down to the floor, pushing the heel out. Go very slowly. Once that heel is down, push the back of that knee into the floor. Keep the calf pressing into the floor and slowly send the left leg down. Push the heel out. Nice. Now while that leg is down, just roll your feet in and out. So you're just kind of loosening up the legs. Nice. Now take your left foot, step it in. Not as far as it can go, maybe halfway. Flex that right foot. Slowly lift that leg up and slowly bring it all the way up towards the ceiling. Slow as you can. Once it's up towards the ceiling, start moving it backwards towards the back of the room. You're not using your hands, you're just using muscle. Now take your right hand, wrap 2 fingers around that big toe. Now you're going to use the right arm to help you send that leg a little further back. Let the toes push down towards your face. Now let's open this right leg to the right a little bit. Keep your lower back on the floor. Just go far enough till you feel a little stretch of the inner thigh. So you haven't let your left hip roll off the floor. Now bring that leg back up. Release that foot to the floor. You've got that nice bend. And then other leg extends out, flex it, push the heel out as you slowly lift that leg up. Without the use of your arms, it's going to go all the way up to the ceiling and then towards the back of your room. You're pushing the heel up as much as you can. And now take your 2 fingers around that big toe or a band or a towel, whatever you need. But try to let the arm help you get the leg further back. Now open this left leg a little bit out to the side, just so you feel the inner thigh a little bit. And bring that leg back, put that foot down on the floor. You're going to extend your legs all the way down along the floor. Have your feet nice and wide, so heels to the edges of the mat. Get nice and flat on your shoulder blades. Send the arms all the way back. Spread your fingers wide, let the thumbs touch the floor. So your palms are facing. And then send the arms forward till the pinky touches the floor. And then back again. Keeping your hands spread nice and far apart. Just go forward and back slowly. Change up the angle if you like, maybe open the arms even farther apart. Let's do it one more time. Forward and then back. Now, once they're back, reach to touch the back of the room. So the arms are super long. It should feel challenging. And now, as you pull the arms forward, lift your head, tuck your chin, draw in the belly, roll up one vertebrae at a time, take it between the legs. Just relax your head. Take some nice deep breaths. Okay, now we're gonna walk it back up with our hands. You're gonna bring both feet in, so you got big bends in the legs. Take your hands behind you and get up on your tippy toes. So lift your heels up nice and high, just hold this position, it's really good for your feet. And now let's meet in a full forward fold. Let your head go, so you're looking through your knees to the back of the room. Big deep breaths right into your rib cage. Now you're gonna inhale and extend the spine. And then reverse it, come all the way back up slowly, open the palms to face up and reach up. Lift the shoulders and then bring your hands to heart. Send the feet to the edges of the mat. You're gonna let the hips go right. You're gonna sweep this arm all the way up. And then take it over a little bit. Your other hand can just sort of float down that right leg. When you find a good spot, hold it and breathe. And then come back up. We're gonna do the same on the other side. Sweep this arm up. It's all about the reach. Let the hip go out, let the arm go over. And then come back up, hands on your waist. You're gonna circle the hips backwards. Pick a direction, we're gonna go both ways. Nice and slow, give me a nice big forward lean, keeping the legs straight. Let's go from side to side. And then, so you're going side and then you're circling back with those hips. Do it again. Okay, let's take our toes and just turn them out a little bit. We're gonna do a nice little slow squat going down and a slow squat coming up, and then we're done. So hands at your heart, end on a high note here. Good posture, super important. Start to hip hinge, squat down, nice and slow. And again, playing up with the angle of the feet is important to what feels best for your knees. You're gonna go down as low as you can. You're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. And then we're gonna start to come back up nice and slow. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. Nice. Okay, take the feet, bring them back on the mat. One nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. I hope you feel fabulous. Fabulous.